Paro. Sobrim. Igniet. Alright, good morning ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our second installment on how you can get your purple belt in just 2 weeks. We've got quite a good lesson schedule planned for this morning. We're first going to go over some of the stuff that we did in the first lesson. So if you remember, just get your hands onto your hips. Alright, we're going to practice that Sangan Maki. Now with that Sangan Maki, you've got to create that arm across, block up, cover, and pull back. And I hope you guys have been practicing a lot of these. What I need you guys to do is to practice these in front of the mirror where you can see yourself, and just do a few of these every day, maybe 20 to 30. Alright, get that arm up at the 45 degrees. Remember, middle of the forearm over the middle of the eyes, so that you know that that side is protected. Good. Cover down, pull back. Excellent. Now I'm going to show you how to put both arms together. What you need to do for both arms together, let's start off with that left arm up. Put that left arm up nice and high. Alright, now bring this arm across. Then this arm does the cover down. Then this arm does the blocking going up, and this arm pulls back. You end up there at the same time. So it's across and cover, block and pull back, across and cover, block and pull back. Good. Across and cover, block and pull back. Good. Across and cover, block and pull back. Very nice. Across and cover, block and pull back. Good. Let's do 10 more. Hana. Do. Sit. Net. Tasu. Yes. Ilgo. Yadu. Ao. You. Good. Now one of the secrets when you're learning these blocks is to focus on the blocking hand. Make sure that the blocking hand has got your center of attention and that you're focused on that arm. If you focus on which arm is doing the block, you shouldn't get as muddled up as you normally would. Now remember, this is just training for your brain to get your arms to work in different directions. So you can practice like me, rubbing your head and patting your stomach, or rubbing your stomach and patting your head. All those kind of exercises, doing your arms in opposite directions, all that kind of stuff. This is very useful in martial arts to be able to get your two hands to do different things at the same time. So not only is this a block, but it's also training for your brain. Okay, good. Now the next step is to combine the two moves together. So we're going to start off once again with your left arm up, right arm on the hip. Now we're going to do the across and the cover together. And then we're going to do the block and the pull back together. So you've got both those arms crossing over together. So do that. Across and cover, block and pull back. Cross and cover, block and pull back. Good. Across and cover, block and pull back. Cross and cover, block and pull back. Very nice. And Hana. Do. Sit. Net. Tasu. Yasu. Ilgo. Yadu. Ao. You. Nice, very nice. Good. Yit. Yet. Yit. Yet. Right. The next thing I'd like to do with you guys is the traditional stance. One of our traditional stances that we train is called the long stance. In Korean, it's junggol chasi. Junggol chasi. Chasi is stance, junggol chasi, long stance. Roughly translated. Okay, good. What we're going to do is you're going to start with your legs good 2 shoulder widths apart. Maybe 2.5 shoulder widths apart. Depends how strong you're feeling. Take your right foot, your left foot, sorry, turn your foot out so the foot is straight. On the other foot, take your heel out and put it down. Push it out as far as you can. Okay, that should leave your feet roughly a shoulder width apart. Okay, good. The hips nice and square. So, from there, 2 shoulder widths. Turn that foot out, turn that heel out, and now you're going to bend this knee. Just bend the knee until you can't see the toes. Not too far, just bend it till you can't see the toes. Should be nice and square there. Push this hip in, push that heel into the ground, keep that back leg nice and straight. Okay, that's your long stance. Now traditionally, just bring your hands back nice and neatly onto your hips. Make those nice fists, curl those fingers up, wrap those thumbs over the top, pull those hands in onto your hips. Very nice, good. Now we can just swivel around, okay, and try that to the other side. Okay, good. Now you normally step across, 2 shoulder widths, just to give yourself that space on the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to show you to that on the front. Now I don't know if any of you guys are chess players, but I always think of a long stance a bit like when you're making the knight do his moves. Remember, the knight goes 3 blocks up and 1 block across. So in my stance, when I'm doing my long stance, I go 3 blocks up and 1 block across. Okay, so I've got the length is 1, 2, 3, and then across 1. And I've got a great place for my feet to rest. Pull those hands back neatly onto my hip. That's my long stance. Good. We're just going to practice that up and down. I'll show you the walking. What I've got here is I've got my mats divided into the blue on this side and the red on that side. And that's what I want you guys to do. Imagine that I've got 2 different railway tracks. The one railway track is running in the blue, the other railway track is running in the red. So I'm always going to keep my feet, okay, my left leg on the left rail track, my right leg on the right rail track. And we're going to be trying to keep that shoulder width all the way through our stances. So, I go along and out. Good. Then the other leg. Go along and out. Good. Bend that front knee so you can't see those toes. Push that back heel into the ground. Turn that hip in. Tuck those elbows in. Very good. One more step. Come in and out. Nice. Bend that front knee. Can't see the toes. Good. Keep those hips nice and square. Look at it from the side. There we go. Pushing that back heel into the ground. Bend that front knee so you can't see the toes. Those hips nice and square. And the shoulders. Very nice. When you turn, step across 2 shoulder widths. Remember, it's 1 and then 2. Put you in the shoulder width the other way. Good. Hips nice and near. Okay. Good. A little bit more stepping. Let me show you again. Okay. Yet. Yet. Jumbi. Okay. Stepping in a long stance. Pull those hands back. Get that left leg up. Always start with your left leg. Step out. Nice. Shoulder width apart. I'm in with the right. Step out. Good. Step in. Step out. Step in. Step out. Good. And turn. 1, 2 shoulder widths across. And turn. Going to move back onto the red and blue so you can see. 1 leg, always in the red. Other leg, always in the blue. Always in the red. Good. And turn. 1, 2 shoulder widths. And turn. Good. Just shift across, back there. And 1 more time. Chiu, Toro. Command for turn is Tora. Chew is like a warning. So you're going to hear that. Chew, Tora. Hey! Chew, Tora. Hey! Baro. Always come back into Baro. And show. Tosu. We're going to now look again at another traditional block. This one's called the Hadan Maki. Now the Hadan Maki is the lower block, blocking down. Blocking down. What we're going to do is we're going to break it down again into just the one arm and show you what each arm does independently. So just taking your right arm, bring it up, bring it around and down, block, then cover across, back across your groin, and pull that elbow in. Okay, so that's up, block, cover, pull back. 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 All right, very good. Now I want you guys to do at least 20 of those, practicing just one arm at a time. Let's go, Wes. Two. Set. Net. Tas. Yes. Elbow. Yadu. Aho. You. All right, carry on and practice another 10 of those. Yes. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to try and combine those two moves together. So, starting once again with your left arm out, pick the right arm up, okay, cover across, then the block goes down, and the other arm pulls back. So it's up, cover, block, and pull back. Up, cover, block, and pull back. Up, cover, block, pull back. Up, cover, block, and pull back. Good. You'll see what I'm doing is I'm already starting to use my hips into my blocks to give my blocks more power, more technique. I don't have to worry too much about that. We will have a separate lesson where we talk specifically about the hips and how to get power into your moves. But for now, just let your hips follow your movements a little bit. So as this arm goes up, that hip tends to turn. That helps with a cover. All right. Then you've got the block, almost like you're sharpening a stick. Imagine you've got a stick in this hand, knife in this hand, and you're trying to sharpen that stick. All right. And you're going to get that, pull back, and the hips straighten into that movement. All right. So it's up, and cover, right, block and pull back. Up and cover together, block and pull back. Up and cover together, block and pull back. And let's go. Ana. Do. Set. Net. Remember, concentrate on the blocking arm. Concentrate on that arm that's up, block and pull back. Nice. Up, cover, block and pull back. Up, cover, block and pull back. Up and cover, block and pull back. That's it. Up. You. Right, very nice. Remember what I said? I want you guys to practice your Sangan Makis and your Hadan Makis. 20 of each in front of the mirror every day, just until you get good at those. All of a sudden you'll see the light switch will connect, the synapses in your brain will connect, and you'll be able to do those blocks easily without even thinking about it. But that's only if you practice 20 every day. After a week, it should be easy peasy. Good. Now we're going to switch back and change gear, and we're going to go over some of the combat basics. One of the combat basics that I said to you that I wanted to teach you is the cross punch. So if you'll recall, we had our combat stance, which is the weight nice and even on the balls of your feet, back hand up, front hand up, and we were firing out that jab, nice and straight, focusing on those first two knuckles. Bang, nice and straight. Remember, just from there, straight out, straight back. Snapping it out, nice and fast. Good, very good. Now we're going to do the cross punch. The cross punch comes across your body. That's why it gets its name. All right, so it's coming across your body. And the big difference there is the body gets involved. So it's a hip action. So this is your knockout punch. This is the one where you're going to go bang, put that guy and his butt onto the canvas. All right, good. So the jab is the fast snap, sets it up, keeps that person away, finds the range. As soon as you find the range, you start hitting something, bang, you get in that second punch, put him down onto the canvas. Looking from the side, okay, you'll see those hips are going to turn, all right, and that backhand comes through, boom. That's the cross punch. So when we practice it now, so we're going to do it on the left-hand side now again, and we're pivoting, punching, okay, all right, pivot, punch across, punch across. So we're going to practice that by punching from the right hand across to the left, and the left hand across to the right. That way you can practice pivoting your hips in either side. Okay, so we're going to go. Hana, go, set, next, tas, yes, elbow, yay, out, you. All right, good. Now that obviously works, as I said, in combination with the jab. So now we want to practice both punches together. So, yet, me. All right, step back with your right leg into your combat stance, into your fighting stance. Now that you're nice and ready, the hands up, nice and loose. With the front hand, that jab coming out. As that jab comes back, that's the time for that cross punch come through. All right, good. So we're going to try jab and cross. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Have a look at it from the side. Okay, with the jab snapping out nice and clean, with that cross punch coming through. When we combine them, the jab goes out, and we put it through. It's that cross punch. All right, let's try it. Come on. Jab, cross. Go. Jab, cross. Set. Jab, cross. Net. Jab, cross. Plus. Jab, cross. Elbow. Jab, cross. Yellow. Up. Yo. Good, very nice. Switch around. Try on the other side. So now you've got your right hand jabbing. Good. And your left hand is doing a cross punch. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of right left. And Hanna. Go. Set. Ment. Test. Yes. Ilgo. Yellow. Out. Yo. Very nice. Okay, so there you have it. Some nice combat basics for you guys to practice. The jam and the cross. And be nice and relaxed in your stance. Remember, nice and relaxed on the ball of your feet. This stance should always feel like on your marks, as if you're ready just before you go. So, when they say, be right leg back, combat stance. Feel like you're ready to go. From there, nice and loose. Jab and cross. Jab and cross. Very nice. Good luck, guys. Train hard, practice hard. We'll see you again tomorrow at 10. Tanzu! Hit! Brillante. Vale. Vale. Sobrin. Tekniet. Focus in ways. Tekniet.